Bro, how he just retire? Whole ass retire. That shit
A
just came
whole
out of
ass retire.
that shit just came out of nowhere. Nowhere,
Whole
nowhere. I
retire,
knew it.
dog.
I seen that shit pop up on my phone. That's why I said, wait a minute. What? And I clicked it and it went
I know
nowhere.
I didn't just see this shit.
Yeah.
What?
And it went nowhere. I really can't believe that's fucking nuts. What if he's just retiring to get out his Colts contract and then like sit out a year and then come back in?
XFL, my dad. XFL,
Right?
XFL, my dad.
That's crazy though. How much money did he make? He just signed a big ass contract too, huh? Like 2 years ago.
Damn.
How much guarantee
Yeah.
money did he get? He might have hit a lick. He
Let's
might have
see.
just
Let's see.
got paid out top tier and just was like, fuck it. They gave me like 50. That's fucking nuts, bro.
All right. June 29, 2016, signed a 6 year, $140 million deal. 47.
All right, so at least he got 47 million in the tuck.
He got
He
47
got 47 M's in the
M's.
tuck, and he probably got some for being on the roster and everything like that. So let's just safe to say he got about 50 mil. I'd retire too. I'd retire too, comfortably. But fuck it, we're lit anyway. Let's get into some Jeezy. That shit's nut. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah. This is
crazy.
two black sheep. Sheep one, sheep two. Graham and gold, golden Graham. The golden grams, right? And we here this week talking
Yeah,
about Mr.
dog.
Jeezy and his album Tm104. Was the Return of the Snowman? No, the Legend of the Snowman. The legend. The legend.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. For sure a legend. The entrepreneur.
Come
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which I like. I like that name. I was like, when I seen it on the track list, and I was like, I like that. I like that. I like that. Yeah. I was like, that's low key hard. That's low key him. But shit, let's jump into this thing a little bit. Tap into Mr. Jeezy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me know. So, how many times you listen? How many times you listen to the album? First off, 3.5. All right. I'm about the same with you. I listened like 3.5. I gave it the first little run through when I got off work on Friday, so I could really sit with it. And then this morning twice. Well, this morning and this afternoon. And then I played a couple of songs that I liked. And so, yeah, I will say it's got better every time I listen to it. I will say that. I will say that. There's a couple of tracks. But then I got a little more critical listening to it more and more also, though. Yeah. Yeah. So we could dive in a little bit. And I'll let you start with what was your overall feelings of the album? Yeah, it's your guy. This is your guy. Yeah. He's Diego. Hmm. Okay. I will say, yeah, I definitely like this album better than his last than TM103. Is it Trapper Die 3? Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, the TM series is pretty good. I know 1 and 2 are really good. Okay.
Last album.
Pressure. It wasn't the pressure. It wasn't. It was mid.
A lot better.
It was mid. It was mid. It still hit, but you know, it wasn't. It wasn't him. All right. So yeah, I like that. I like that. I know that's your guy. I know that's your man's. But I will say he did deliver a solid piece of work. So let's jump right into it. What was your feelings on Entrepreneur? Yeah, yeah. I really like the intro as well. Um, if I'm being critical on it, the only bad thing I would say about the intro, I would change if I was like in the room, because I feel like if I was the A&R, there would have been a couple of tweaks to this album that I would have made, and the album would have for surely been out of there. But like, it's still a really really good piece of work. But like this intro, I felt like the violins just went on a little too long without the beat dropping. I was waiting for the beat to drop for like a minute and a half. And that would be my only gripe with this. Other than that, like, yeah, I love this intro. He does generally make good intros, good like feels like theme song intros. Yeah, so I definitely like that. So that was definitely on my good list. Um, big shit. Yeah, yeah. Well, so you like that song? I take it. I mean, this song was cool. I thought it was all right. Yeah, yeah. I thought it was all right. It is, but I was like, huh. It really didn't sway me, but it's not bad. And I'm like, maybe if I listen to it a couple more times, then I'll probably start vibing with it. Because I did start vibing with it a little bit. But, like, off first and second listen, I was really like, it's all right. Yeah. 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 That's exactly how I felt. Um, look like. Okay. All right. So, with this song, um, I really like the song. I really like the beat. But I don't like this song on this beat. I felt like that's exactly where it went wrong. See, like I said, if I was A&R in this project, there'd be a couple of things I would fine tune. I'd have been like, let's get another beat for this song, or we need to write something new to this beat. I just felt like it didn't match well. Like maybe what he wrote was to something else, and then this beat came along and was like, oh, I want to put this on this. and so it sounded good, but it didn't sound like really good. Like it just went straight together. So I really, this song, I liked it, but it just didn't mesh well together, in my opinion. Yeah, I like Better Tell 'Em. I didn't like it at first. It started growing on me.
But me and then I
Yeah. I felt the same way. I was like, nah, I'll pass, kinda, and then I was like, well, it really doesn't make that much of a difference. And I was like, kind of
okay.
like this. I kind of
Let me.
it ain't bad. It ain't bad. So yeah, I actually got it on my replay list. So I did like Better Tell 'Em. So I was like, I would definitely go back to that. Mr. Pyrex. Yeah, and I'm gonna have to pass on this one.
Oh,
I was like, I'm gonna have to pass on this one. It was okay, but it was really just a filler. You do. There's a couple of Jeezy feeling songs, like really like classic Jeezy feeling songs that I really like, but this just wasn't one of them. I was like, it was a little redundant and everything, but this is where the album really turned up on me. Already rich, like yeah, yeah, he really did. The first 5 tracks, when listening to them, it's like all on the same wavelength. Yeah, and then track 6 comes in, and just sonically it sounds way more mature, way more polished. Like it's a complete different track. Like as soon as you hear it, like the drums hit hard and they're more crisp and clear. CeeLo's vocals are real clear, and it just sounds like either this was recorded in a different studio than the rest of his tracks, or that could be it too, or it's like a radio track to where they put extra sauce on it for intended for the radio and intended for commercial purposes. But I really like this song. That song was the one. Yeah, and it's funny because CeeLo could sing, and he like can't sing and can sing at the same time, and he's always been like that. It's like, some people just got them ugly singing voices that don't sound like they could sing, but they be going. Yeah, like I don't think anybody would want to hear CeeLo sing a traditional R&B album, but for what his singing do, it go. So I really did like that. And then
it was
one time. So the next 2 tracks, I have a little gripe with the next 2 tracks. I like them, but I have a gripe. All right, so one time, it's a really dope song. I really like it. I do not like the hook. I do not like the hook. And like I know it's a Jeezy hook, and Jeezy's not the best at hooks. Never been the best at hooks. No, he has regular ass hooks. Yes. yeah, ad lib behind it, or yeah. I know, but I know it's you know. Nah, I feel you. I feel you, and I thank you for being objective. But I really like the song. Don't get it twisted. I really like the song. It's just I felt like the hook didn't live up to the beat in the verses, and so that was my gripe with that one. So on Oh Yeah, it's the opposite to me. The hook I really like. The verses was cool, but I like the song. So, but I was just like, damn, the verses didn't stand up to the hook this time in the beat, which was the complete opposite of the song before. But I still really liked it. But I did like that hook on Oh Yeah by Ball Greasy. Yeah, that shit was dope. That's why I was like, okay. And what I went in there thinking is, where was this on One Time, which was the song before? So I was like, okay. And then I was listening to the verses, and I was like, all right, well, the verses was cool. The last verses were better. So that's my only gripe with them. No, Jeezy talked on the third verse. That kind of annoyed me, and then they brought the hook back, and I was like, why would you just talk the whole third verse and then bring the hook back and not give him the third verse? Yeah, but I do have them on my replays, so hmm yeah, 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 definitely. These are money makers. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. One of my favorites. This is a classic. This is a classic Jeezy song. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, the like Beethoven, like yeah. That shit is that shit is hard. The White Keys joint is the hardest. One of the hardest. That would have been super hard. Yeah, I agree with that. For sure. And I really, like I said, I really like this track. This track definitely stood out. Probably one of the best tracks on this album, if not the best, outside of his features wise. It's the best solo track. Um, what'd you think of MLK Boulevard? Sounds a little dated. It sounds like a Ross beat. It sounds like a Ross beat, like a older Ross beat. Last week. Hmm. Yeah. It's a pretty solid song. Pretty good feature by Meek. It might be. I'm not 100% sure on that. I feel like you would know more than me. He might have been on Meek's album once, one of Meek's albums or some, or one of his mixtapes. But Coco. Oh, okay. But they haven't been on a song, just them two. Oh, okay, okay. There we go. But yeah, that was song was cool. It's on my replay. I wouldn't. Okay, hard pass. Hard pass. Hard pass. Hard pass. Yeah. This song, oh bro, there's so many. I have so many issues with this song. I didn't like the beat at all. It sounded way too flat. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean the Ross verse was decent though, but like I wasn't feeling nothing else about this song. The beat was really bad, dog. It was like he got it from the producer down the street and didn't get the breakdown or nothing, so he wasn't able to get the beat mixed and mastered, and it just sounded hella flat and vocals layered on top. It just sounded bad compared to the other tracks on the album. And the placement of it kind of just like fell off the hill. You went from White Keys to MLK, which was like a notch down, and then this song came in, and I was just like, oh, yeah. So I was done with that one. Yeah, agreed for sure. Um, let's see, number 12. Don't make me. This was a standout to you? Hmm. Yes, I know. So you say it's a standout. I wanted more. Right, don't make me. No, but like I was me personally, I was like, for this to be Jeezy and Justice League, like I see where it was going, but I just was expecting a little more. Maybe just because when you hear Justice League, you tie them into like the Rick Ross sound and the big like the big full production and everything, and this kind of was a little on the simpler side with just the sample flip, and so maybe it was just me wanting more, but I was just like, it's alright song, it's alright song. Maybe I'll go back and listen to it without my Justice League biasness. I just heard they tag at the beginning, and I was like, ooh, might fuck with it. Okay, the sound. Yeah, I didn't. Get it the fuck up out of here. Okay. All right. Yeah. 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 We could. I'll go back and revisit that and skip over the Justice League tag because you just hear that Justice League and it's like I'm waiting for it. Oh yeah. Yeah. '06 is okay. Yeah. I'll for sure do that. I'll for sure do that. Um, Fake Love featuring Queen Naija. You don't want the melodic Jeezy? Nah, I was a little nitpicky on this song. I like the song, um, but personally, I would have picked a stronger vocalist than Queen Naija. Cause I mean, she had good. No, she's. I mean, she sounded good. She sounded good, but I just felt like a couple of parts she could have had a little stronger notes or whatever, and made the song like be a little more dramatic. She just doesn't. Yeah. Nah, nah. It more so strikes me as yeah, yeah. It was like a label play. Are they on the same label or something? Because really, it's a random. It's really random for Jeezy of his stature to. I mean, I'm not knocking Queen Naija or anything, but like for him to reach out to her out of a whole bunch of other Kaylani could have been solid. I shit. I would have even been cool with like Tiana Taylor. I feel like her and Jeezy would have fit a little better. Um, yeah, exactly. Capital. Okay, okay. I mean, not knocking her. She did her thing on this, but I just would have preferred a little bit of stronger vocals. But that's me nitpicking. But it does kind of sound like maybe she dropped her shit or whatever. Maybe was out in the studio and Jeezy was like, "Hey, you sing. I need you to do something for me." And she did it, and then like bounced, and then he was like, "Damn, I got this space left. I didn't think about it. Let me just go and put this little faux bar bridge together and sing it with her or something." But other than that, the song was decent. Get it the fuck out of here. Get it the fuck out of here. That's exactly how I felt. I said this is the worst use of a Gunner of a Gunner feature ever, because this track was not it whatsoever. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Okay. I'm glad you went there, because this was a bad pocket of the album to where I was like, Gunna, that song, get it the fuck out of here. Foreplay came on, and that was the most disappointing song I've ever heard from Ty Dolla $ign on a feature. No, no, definitely. Yeah. I like Don't Forget. Okay. You don't take time out. You don't take a juvenile classic and try to flip it, and don't even have like a hook. Just have Gunner come back in out of nowhere and just start rapping, and I'm like, wait, what? That shit was ass. That shit was complete ass. That shit was complete ass. And 15 foreplay tie. Ty. Okay, so look, my honest opinion, Ty did the reference track for somebody. Jeezy couldn't get that somebody. Jeezy said, fuck it. I'm keeping Ty on this. That's what it sounded like. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Yeah, that could be it too. But that was the worst Ty feature ever. It didn't even sound like. That's how I knew. That's how I know it's kind of like some type of reference or something, because like his vocal, it's like he's not even trying to sing it. He's singing it, but like not trying to sing it like it's his, and not trying to own it. It sounds like a reference. Like it's like, damn, Ty, you do. Yeah, it's like, damn, Ty, you usually do more than this. Why are you doing just the little bridge? Yeah, because he was on it. That's why I said this sounds exactly like it was a reference for somebody. Play it safe. Yeah, not at all. Yeah, those three songs were bad features. Like bad faux play. Four songs for sure. Oh my god, if he would have took all those off, he would have this would have for sure been like a top album. Like for sure. His features. There's features. How do you go bad? How do you not hit the mark with Meek Mills, Rick Ross, Ty Dolla $ign, Gunna? Like, just those four names right there should be out of the park smashes. Everybody else is doing it with them. Oh my god. Oh my. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Nope. What was it? But that beat was trash. You couldn't even the lyrics wouldn't have made that shit up to how trash that beat and the sound was. Yeah. Yeah. Let me just go out on the record and say this that you give you put John Legend on any slow ballad type beat, you have a smash no matter what. He could have said the fucking alphabets, Jeezy, and that shit would have been a smash still. But like that song was definitely like sonically amazing. Yeah. That and the CeeLo, that and the CeeLo were the best sounding songs. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those songs were definitely super standouts. Um, and of course, they're big name singers, so I'm pretty sure you had some big name engineers mixing those sounds. And White Keys is out of there. That shit is crazy. But I mean, all in all, he had a really good album. He had a couple of things that I would have did without, but I would still give this album a 3.5 out of 5. It would be, yeah, 3.5 sheep. It was almost a 4, but it's like that little pocket, that little pocket where you get all night foreplay, play it safe. It's like, oh man, dog, I gotta I gotta take you off a whole point for that. Yeah, and then you got the half just because there's a couple that I was like, ah, it didn't make no difference. I liked, but yeah, I definitely say a 3.5 out of 5. Not bad. It was a very good album. Just a few fine tunes and it'd have been dope. Oh, that's crazy. From your guy Jeezy. Yeah. Mhm. The best. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of times it's just putting it something out there to fulfill your contract. Absolutely. I he might be, but I feel like